have to hit a button. Okay, man, I'm using YouTube's new, whatever it's called, the, like the streaming thing. I used to use the old one, now I'm on the newest one, and it's a bit I have to get used to. Either way, no, I was not kidding this Wednesday when I announced this stream. We are really gonna be playing some fucking Cheetahmen 2. Let's fucking do it. Oh, that's how you do it here, guys. Dr. Morbus is back with a new subhuman. He wants to stop the Cheetahmen from ruining his plans. Evil plans. He creates the Ape-Man, the strongest subhuman yet. Dr. Morbus plans to use the Ape-Man to destroy his failed experiment, Ares, Apollo, and Hercules. You must help the Cheetahmen fight Dr. Morbus and his evil team of mutants. Stop Dr. Morbus before it's too late for the Cheetahmen. You cannot let him destroy the Cheetahmen. During the game, you will have 3 Cheetahmen, a different one in every second level, to fight for you. Help the Cheetahmen fight Dr. Morbus and his evil... Okay, just had to be sure that the audio was synced up correctly. I love how quick that comes by. Okay, it's been a while since I played this game. Okay, right, I was supposed to jump over that. Oh. It's going to take me a little bit of time to get my bearings back. First and foremost, the fact that the jump and shoot buttons are reversed. The song still 100% rules, though. I love the Cheetahmen theme. Yeah, that one block is miscolored. I'll just kind of jump over carefully. Be sure you do not jump off this block or the fall will be too much and you'll die. So the key aspect to surviving in this game, the key strategy is move slowly. There's no time limit, so don't worry about it. That shit'll happen, though. Jump over the really small guys like that. Oh. Don't bother trying to hit anything that's in the air. Even if it's coming right for you, and it's gonna hit you, just jump over it. It's a lot easier than trying to actually shoot it. Only shoot the enemies on the ground that are tall enough to hit you. And watch out for the enemies that just kind of walk through the damn... That will also happen. You have to be wary of that. So if you're really familiar with Cheetahmen 2, you might be looking at my health bar and be like, huh, that's actually weird. It looks like a normal health bar instead of being real weird. The thing is, I'm playing a ROM hack of the game. It's not a significant change. It's just one that, fixes a couple glitches. The major glitches, like the fact that now you can finish the game. There's a couple little minor things. The health bar works correctly now. That's it. It's really just a thing that you have to have installed in order to, properly play this game. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hey. First level. Beat the first... Oh, God. Beat the first level on my first try. Okay, they go... They return back. I wasn't exactly expecting that. Just shoot the tornado. The first 2 levels tend to be the hardest part of the game just because you're dealing with the bow, which is easily the worst weapon. Oh, okay. Oh, God. I'm not paying attention. My bad. Ooh, look at that sprite flicker. See, that one I can shoot. Oh, God. Tornado. So that's really the other thing. Oh, God. Oh, thanks. And there was a fucking invisible block there with a... Oh, God. My controls locked up for a second there for some reason. Okay, so now that I'm starting to die, we have to worry about the other problem that I've set for myself, the other challenge. I'm not going to use save states. And that's a real problem because Cheetahmen 2 does not have a continue system of any sort. Oh, bullshit. Go the hell away. Oh, God. Go the hell away. You can't hit that damn snake. Oh, God. That tornado comes by real fast. Ugh. And in case you're also wondering, why am I playing... Cheetahmen 2 and not 1. Because, yeah, believe it or not, Cheetahmen 2 is the better game. You really do just have to take a lot of these hits up the ass. And play it as carefully as you possibly can. Especially now that I'm about to die. Stages don't have checkpoints either, so if I die, I'm going right back to the beginning. Wait for him to go by. By the way, if you shoot before, if you don't move, you just kind of stay in your ready stance forever. Thanks for the 2 snakes, by the way. Ugh. Seeing the sort of shit that this stage puts me through, I'm already starting to regret the idea of not using save states and trying to beat this game on 1 continue. Okay, so you don't want to go all the way back, or else the snake will respawn. Oh god, oh god. Could you please go the hell away? Okay, I at least got rid of that snake. Oh, and now I have to worry about this thing. Okay. Ugh. So yeah, once again, if you're wondering why I'm playing Cheetahmen 2 and not 1, you see the fucking unavoidable swarms of enemies the game is throwing at me? Just imagine that times 10, and that's Cheetahmen 1. I'm 100% serious. Cheetahmen 1 is an even worse game than this. You just go right on. Okay, nope, there's still always 2 snakes and a beetle. Oh god. Okay, I'll just kinda... Oh god. I don't want these damn invisible blocks. Yes, there's absolutely no way to kill that beetle. Ooh. I'm having a hernia every single time I jump. Oh, God, I didn't see him. He's so small. Alright, I think this is the boss arena. Oh, God. Yeah. You know, assuming they don't just stop throwing literally everything at me. Okay, I was wrong about the boss arena. There we go. Okay. So yeah, memorize enemy patterns. There's a way to get through without really taking damage. I don't remember it, though. I have not beaten this game in about 4 years, something like that. That sounds about right. Oh, damn, I was a little too late on the punch there. Okay, and this time there's 2 snakes I have to worry about, and the birds. And of course, sometimes like, they'll go off screen and go away, and then other times they will not. The beetles go through the ground, but the snakes do not. Oh, boy. This is why I had to constantly reassure you guys I wasn't joking, because this was 100% a terrible idea. Oh, I actually got him without taking damage that time. Okay. See, like, you can just barely make that. Somewhere around here should be a snake. And of course, it was when I was right under a block, so I couldn't jump over it. Stop bouncing back. Ah, tornado. Alright, and we're back to the beginning of the game. That's all there is to it. There's no code to, like, it's not like Mario where there's a code to continue on to the, like, from the level you, or at least the world you left off on. None of that bullshit. I think you have to scroll the beetles off manually in order to get rid of them. Oh, boy. They will just throw anything at you without any regard for whether or not you can actually hit it. Like I said, it's almost like this is a bad game. You see, you say look at this game, and I don't know if you're just talking about like the visuals, because I mean, it does look pretty bad. But yeah, everything else about this is wrong too. Once again, except for the music. Music in this game actually is pretty pretty fire. And it also sounds scarily like cornered from the first Ace Attorney game. Which is fitting, because the game I'm playing on my own time right now is Ace Attorney Investigations. And I feel like I can get up there. Okay, hang on. I can get up there. Yep, just walk past all of them. Oh, yep, I didn't think of that. I think in order to get past that, you have to sort of bait them out by jumping partway over the gap and then retreating. I believe that was the strategy. I will say I'm getting real used to the switched buttons thing pretty quickly. Yep, that's how it is on this bitch of an earth. Got caught under the block there. I'm already starting to rethink my stance on save states, so how long do you think I should go before I actually start using them? I will not abuse them. I'll do it the same way I did in the original, on my original playthrough. Of course, I can only spawn in the enemy that's not a problem, so which basically means I'm going to have to get hit by the beetle. Yeah, like, I don't know if I can avoid that. Okay, so I feel like the enemies are just walking off screen in this stage, but they bounce back in the next. Okay, so if I have to get hit by that beetle, then that basically means I'm just gonna have to hold on to one hit point. Gotta move really slowly. Okay, yeah, see. So now we do this again. You also don't have any sort of invincibility time either, by the way. Yeah, and you fall so slowly that you don't have a chance to, like, jump back up. And there's, like, one enemy that's tall enough for you to shoot. Oh, God. Yep, just go on by. Those are the most awkward ones, because don't be fooled by their height, by how high up they are. They will hit you. Okay. Ooh, close. Please be careful. Oof, man. See, like, sometimes I can get him to just go away. Ah, come on. That block is just always in the worst place for me. Yeah, and of course, little bits of level design get reused. It's definitely easy to say, like, well, this game was never finished, so, you know, you can't say, like, how much of this would have been fixed by the final release. Oh, except I can. We know what Action 52 looks like. I find it hard to believe that this game would have been any better. Okay, so, like, I need to scroll that. Oh, God. And then you have to walk enough to scroll them off screen. Okay. And I forgot about that. That's 100% how you play this game. You just have to learn how the shitty coding works and then work around it. Okay. Yep, there we go. I knew the snake was coming that time. Oof. Okay, we got rid of one of them. Oh, God. Oh, oh man, now I don't have any hits left. And I'm at this point again. Oh, man. Oh, is this the boss arena? I don't know how the hell I hit that, but that's fine. There he is. Okay, that's Dr. Morbus. And he just kind of runs to the left of the right side of the screen. And then uses portal technology. God, I cannot mess this up. Yep, the big villain is the boss of the second stage. He doesn't have a health bar or anything. There we go. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, so now we're playing as the next cheetah. I think this is Hercules. That would make sense. He's a much bigger target, but he has the benefit of not having to rely on a ranged attack. So long as you're facing the enemy and you're punching, you'll hit them. So it doesn't matter if they're standing on the ground. It's fine. See, like that. I didn't take damage there, even though the thing ran into my feet because I was in the middle of punching. That's why I say that Apollo, I believe, is the first two stages are the hardest, because you don't have this luxury. You get it again with the final, I keep wanting to call them the turtles. You can also attack faster with Hercules than you could with Apollo. Don't be an idiot, though. You can also do the Knuckles jump glitch in this game, by the way. Don't do it when you're near the top of the screen, though, because if you go off the top of the screen, you will reappear on the bottom, cross the death plane, and die. So don't do it. Oh, okay, mistimed that a little bit. At the very least, I know I don't have a boss on this stage, so it doesn't matter how much damage I take so long as I get through. And yes, there is only one song throughout the entire game. Again, it would be worse if it was not banger as hell. Ugh. Okay, there's a red thing down there. Is that lava? And much like the original Cheetahmen, the music just kind of pauses when you kill something, because this game is like only programmed to take advantage of one sound layer on the NES. You know, I think Cheetahmen 2 would really benefit from the Konami VRC6 chip. Make it sound like the Japanese version of Castlevania 3. That would really, I think, just make this game. Alright, man. I'm doing good. Hang on, let me grab a drink. Once again, I got Diet Lemon, but I grabbed myself an extra treat this week. I was going to grab a bag of gummy bears, but neither of the stores on campus had them in stock, so I just grabbed Reese's Pieces. Oh, that's good. See, this is not a very long game if you know what the hell you're doing. The problem is the fact that learning what the hell you're doing is an arduous and evil process. Now look how many enemies they're just throwing at you. If I was playing as Apollo, I'd be screwed. That's another Ace Attorney connection, by the way. There's a character named Apollo. I'll just let you kind of go on by. Some people like AVGN say to take advantage of the jumping glitch. In Cheetahmen 2 specifically, I still don't recommend it because I'm not all that good at pulling it off in the first place. And I'm also not all that good at restraining myself when I do. So I tend to go off the top of the screen and kill myself. In situations like this where you're like, okay, like how are you supposed to hit him? Remember, so long as you hit the front half of the enemy and you're punching, you'll hit them. You can use this to kind of jump on enemies if you can time it just right. Okay, or you can just kind of move backwards. That helps out a lot too. I was trying to explain a pro strat, but that's fine. See, it's a lot easier to maintain health like this. I've only gotten hit once so far. And you know that for a fact, because there's definitely no health refills in this game. You got 6 hits, and you are going through the stage with those 6 hits. I don't know if Cheetahmen 2 has any, level skips. Like 1 did. Okay, so here, I'm gonna have to use that pro strat. Oh, no, okay, never mind. There is more platform. Look at that score I'm racking up. Okay, he just kind of went through me. I don't know if I've ever had that happen before. It's almost like I'm a giant cheetah and a snake would probably just slither between my legs. Well, they like to ambush you when you're just jumping, so be cautious of that. Because I think we may be at the boss arena here. Oh, great, I took another hit. And this is definitely a much harder fight. Careful. I don't want to get... Oh, okay. I don't want to get ambushed. I can't... Okay. That was my fault. Oh, okay. I forgot to turn around there. And now I'm suddenly in a much shittier position for the boss. Okay, he went through me again. Alright. So then he just respawns on the right side of the screen. There he is, the 8-man. Alright. Yeah, I guess this guy is a real pain in the goddamn ass, because that'll happen. He gets near you, and he's just going to drain your health immediately. So you have to, like, properly position yourself. I can't tell you how to do it. I think the one time I did actually beat him and immediately used the save state afterwards, I got lucky. I tried to pause the game to check how many lives I had. Like, this game was smart enough to let me see that. So on the off chance I do actually manage to beat this game in a reasonable amount of time, I'll play some Action 52. I've got that downloaded too. In fact, if there's anyone still in the chat watching that shit, I'll even let you pick the game. You got 52 choices. We could have a rousing game of Alfred and the Fennec. Oh, of course, I can just show you how shitty Cheetahmen 1 really is. Yeah, believe me, I've had the patience to beat this game. I did not have the patience to beat Cheetahmen 1. I made it to like stage 3 before I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna beat this shit. Oh man, one of them managed to slip through. That's definitely a good strategy for getting to the 8-man. Just have as much health as you can so you can kind of tank. Actually, no, you can't really tank it, because like I said, he's just going to pass through you and damage you on every frame, so you'll be dead in a fraction of a second. A 12th of a second to be exact. Or a 10th if you manage to get there with all 6 hit points. God damn it. Some real Doctor Strange shit where, like, I get rid of an enemy and it just immediately comes back. Oh, damn it. Oh, okay, I killed it. And now we're officially at the point. He took less hits than I remembered. If we were playing the game on the original cartridge or just an unpatched ROM, that's where the game would soft lock and you'd be stuck on that screen for the rest of your life. We are, thankfully, playing, like I said, a patched ROM, so we don't have to worry about that. And this is what the rest of this game looks like. Isn't it just... I mean, honestly, it's the most interesting area visually. I don't know what it is, but it's more interesting. So this is the final cheetah, Ares. I'm starting to feel like I might just get lucky and beat this game in one shot. Or 2. I've had a game over so far. Maybe even 2, I forget. In which case, we're going to be playing a lot of Action 52 tonight. Yeah, because I'm doing just fine here. It's just sticking on the topic of the music, because once again, it's the only goddamn thing in this game that's really memorable, aside from how shitty it is. Dwayne Brando did a version of the song. It's short, it's only 3 minutes long, but it's really good. I was specifically imitating it when I was reading out the intro. In fact, I even accidentally, did a section of the intro correctly. When it says, like, Dr. Morbus wants to, sick of the Cheetahmen ruining his plans. And I corrected myself, evil plans, because I read it wrong. And that's exactly what happens in the song. And it's also just got a sick rap break. Like, it starts off with a good section of the song is just reading the intro. And then it's just, Cheetahmen, we are the Cheetahmen. And it sounds like it's a pretty basic thing, and then it just goes, lights, camera, action 52, I'm cheated with a bone, got 2 moves, walking down. It's really good. I love Dwayne and Brando are really good in general. Taking some hits, but I'm mostly doing okay. I look almost at the end of this. Oh, yep. And I got 2 lives left. By the way, I just realized that now these environments are recycled from the original Cheetahmen. Again, it's entirely possible that there would have been more if they finished this game. I got 2 lives left, and I really do have to pay attention to that because the lives flash by so quickly. None of the menu screens on this game stay on screen for very long. In fact, depending on if we finish this game, I'll show you the best example of it. Now you got this kind of like slight angle perspective. Okay, wasn't paying attention there. Kind of like Mega Man 8 where the ground is slightly slanted and it just looks kind of weird. Because I'm still walking on those blocks perfectly normally. So it's like, is that like part of the background? No, it's supposed to be floor. Oh, okay. I'm clearly fucking myself up trying to talk about this shit. Okay, last chance, or I'm gonna have to play literally the entire game over again. Alright. It's just easier to jump over him. Oh, dang it. Okay. Handling myself a little bit better here. I want to go on to other topics and talk about other things, but I'm concentrating too hard. Those birds flying real goddamn fast, like the falcons in Ninja Gaiden. Comparatively speaking, a better game, but, you know, I've beaten Cheetahmen too. So, you know. I guess that says something. Of course, there's something more about me than it does the game, but whatever. I mean, if we're being fair, Cheetahmen 2 is an easier game than Ninja Gaiden. Even with how broken it is, like, I'm already on the final level. I can guarantee you, if we were playing Ninja Gaiden, we'd be here all year. And I probably still wouldn't beat it. Once upon a time, I was decent at the original Ninja Gaiden. And alright, back to the beginning of the game. Not so much anymore, probably. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played Ninja Gaiden. I've played a couple of the modern ones a little bit on demos, and can't say I'm a huge fan of them. I almost remember how to deal with them. Oh god. Maybe deal with them a little bit. I don't remember. Damn it. I had it too easy with those guys. Yeah, so you definitely take the top path there. I still don't know how to avoid the Beatles, though. I just don't like their music that much. I'm sorry. Hello there, Blake. How's it going? Well, I'm playing Cheetahmen 2. How the hell do you think it's going? This is why I've made a joke before that I need like a dedicated person to just tell me, like, slap me and tell me, like, no, that's a terrible idea. Because this is what happens if my ideas go unchecked. Because this is a real weird idea I had a couple months ago, and because I haven't thought of anything, I didn't think of anything else I could play, I'm doing it. Okay, just gotta tank that hit. And hope I can make it through the stage. Watch out for everything on the ground, and the birds. The birds are the real big problem. Take out the one enemy that I'm able to kill. And jump over every single other one. Okay, good. That's a good sign. I think I'm close to the end. There we go. Okay, phew. Okay, how much of the stage do I remember? Oh, man. Oh, man, go away. Oh, dang, I almost did that. Would have been pretty damn amazing if I did. All I'm saying. So anyway, other things that are going on in life right now. Third season of The Dragon Prince released on Netflix yesterday. I finished watching it. You know, it's not as good as Avatar, which is, you know, honestly a fair thing to say. Avatar Last Airbender, I should say. I mean, that's a fair thing to say, because that's a high barter match. Okay. Oh, God. But, third season, I think, I did enjoy the third season a bit more than I did the previous two. Also, it gets really violent. I like it. Like, it's still, like, rated TV Y7, but there's blood. A guy gets stabbed, like, right through with a sword. You don't completely see it, but you see him with the sword in him, and then once it's pulled out, you do see that he's bleeding. There's the pretty much not immediately afterwards, but later in the same episode, there's the confirmation, like, yeah, this guy died, but we brought him back through necromancy. Okay, there's a block up. Why are those there? Those hidden coin blocks. It's like a fucking Mario Maker stage. Like, yeah, we just threw it there. Don't do shit, though. Okay, was not paying attention there. Gotta keep moving. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, I'm on my last hit point. There it went. I don't know if you get extra lives with points in this game. God damn it. See, this is really the stage where I have to concentrate. Because this is where I'm likely to actually die. Avatar, yep, I did hear about that. And, man, like, what the hell is the goddamn point? Making a live-action Avatar Last Airbender. First off, M. Night... I hate you, block. First off, M. Night Shyamalan tried that shit. Okay, even after you get the coin, the block is still there. God damn it. Either way, I'm just saying, like, M. Night Shyamalan already tried making a live-action Last Airbender, and you may know it's a terrible movie. I have seen it. I thankfully was smart enough to not see it in theaters. But I did watch it a couple years ago, rented it on DVD. It's a bad movie. You just go on by. Actually, like the same summer, maybe? I don't remember if it was summer. Around the same time, I also rented Dragon Ball Evolution. And comparatively speaking, I liked it more. Because Dragon Ball Evolution is just such a fucking shit show. It's kind of funny. And how much it just totally misses the point. Meanwhile, Avatar Last Airbender, the movie, was literally just season 1 of the show, but done terribly. But either way, my point, continuing, like, why make a live-action version of Avatar? The cartoon is perfectly fine. It's a great show. I have it on Blu-ray, and I gotta watch it again. I haven't seen it since 2012. When I actually watched it for the first time. Because I heard Legend of Korra was coming out. And I was like, oh yeah, Avatar. I remember that. I didn't really watch it much as a kid. Hey, it's on Netflix. I should watch it. And I did. And I was like, holy shit, this show's amazing. And then Legend of Korra came out, and I was happy with it. It's not the most amazing thing, but I liked it. And the Blu-ray of that is on my wish list for this year. Hang on. They're going to make a little news story about... Yeah, I mean, if they want to tell a new story, then that's fine. I'd still prefer they do it with animation rather than live action, just because live action's a lot more limited in the kind of scale and scope they can do with like high-powered bending. I remembered you. And at that point where it's like, yeah, well, we can make it up with CG. Well, at that point, you're already animating a bunch. Make it just fully animated. I don't care. Oh, wow, man, shoot him. Like, I don't care if a mainstream adult American audience doesn't think highly of animation. It's great. We need more animated stuff. I'm actually not too big on live-action TV shows, if I'm being honest. The only... Actually, I actually was thinking about this. The only... oh, damn it. I was so close. And now I only have one life, so even if I beat this stage, I'm going to have to go through the entire rest of the game, no death. Which, I mean, apparently I can do pretty well until I get to the final stage. But either way, like I was saying, the only live-action TV shows I've ever watched were a couple seasons of Doctor Who and Ash vs. Evil Dead. Oh, God. Okay. So this is what's happening. Like, I either get a game over on the first two stages, or I get through them and I just rock the entire rest of the damn game. Yeah. It really is a shame. I'm a big animation fan. Hey, look, I got the coin game. How come it doesn't do anything? I mean, it gives me points, I guess. Ow. Shit. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, hey, I hit the shoot button there. So there we go. What do we think is the worst enemy? Like, the one of the ones that are tall enough for you to shoot. Do you prefer a weird-looking person or a tornado? Okay, I'll just let you go right on by. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a girl. I think it has a knife. Yeah, I can't get over far enough to spawn the cockroach. And I can't avoid it once I land on the ground, unless I could, like, perfectly tiptoe on the edge and not kill myself. Which would really be a miracle, let me tell you. Now I just have a learned response. If I see an enemy pop up, just jump over it, even if it's not coming towards me. On the plus side, the fact that I managed to make it to the final stage does give me hope that I can do this without save states. I just gotta have a bit of patience. Oop, it'll be fine. Stop sending all these damn enemies at me. So when are we getting the full remake of this game? When's that happening? When are we getting like a full Resident Evil 2 style remake of Cheetahmen 2? If they announced that shit at E3, that would be... I mean, it would certainly make headlines. Apparently, if you can bring Bubsy back and he sells well, I guess you can bring back Cheetahmen. I need a little more of a drink. And some of my Reese's Pieces. Honestly, it'd be a bit more fitting if I was drinking alcohol. That would make a little more sense, but not only would that make it harder for me to finish this game, I also don't drink. Which, of course, also means I'd get wasted, like, immediately. and I'd barely be able to handle this game in the slightest. Come on, get open bag. Half-Life is back. Yes, I saw that. Half-Life Alyx, the VR game. I still have no idea if people are actually excited for that or not. Because I figured if something like that was announced, I figured the general response would be like, fuck you, Valve. Like, for not making Half-Life 3. Like, I figured it'd be like a Metroid Prime Federation Force example, where like people waited so long for a proper sequel and then they give us a spin-off instead. But I've seen people like genuinely excited for it, so you know, good on them. I haven't really played Half-Life much. I played Half-Life 2, and I played a tiny bit of Episode 1, I think. That was it. And a tiny bit of Black Mesa, too. Forgot about that. Ugh. Frankly, I care more about pretty much any of Valve's other properties more. Not so much Counter-Strike, but... like, I'd love to see a new Left 4 Dead, I'd love to see a new Portal. I just don't care about Dota. I care about half of what Valve makes. And I like Team Fortress 2. It's a fun game, but we don't need a Team Fortress 3. 2's fine. It just needs to be updated more than once a century. Though at the same time, you know, they don't need to make a, like a sequel just for single-player content like Overwatch is doing. What they got going on is pretty good. Even if I am not at all good at it, I like to play Pyro and Demo Man. This damn snake. And of course, it's also worth noting I don't care much about Half-Life Alyx because I don't have any sort of VR set. Mostly because, you know, they're hundreds of dollars. And I don't really care. You gotta admit, I'm learning how to deal with these damn beetles. And there's Dr. Morbus, and I have one more hit point than I did last time I fought him. So that's a good sign. And I think I have a good number of lives, I forget. There we go. 4 lives. Yeah, alright. We're doing pretty good. All I have to do is just kind of make it through these stages, alright. And I'll have a good number of lives to challenge the endgame. So by the way, you don't need to ask why I did this. But at some point I did look up how much Cheetahmen porn exists. It's not a 0 number, is basically the answer you need to know. I was looking it up for an experiment. It was, it's like 70 or 80 pictures on E621, which, if you're not familiar, is a furry, like, Boru site, like, for posting images. You can guess why I know that, alright? But, anyway, there was like 80 pictures of that, 150 of Bubsy, and then 2 of the, Brazilian movie Ratatouille. So is that, I looked it up and I asked my friend, like, what do you think is worse? The fact that Bubsy had, like, Bubsy having 150, Cheetahmen having 80, or Ratatouille having 2? And it's like we both agreed that Ratatouille having any is the most sinful, but the fact that it's only 2 kind of made it a little easier. But either way, we did sort of decide, like, yeah, like, that's the worst. Cheetahmen have legitimate furry appeal, you know, they're big bar of cheetahs. It's not my thing, but I get it. The furry part is my thing. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Just not the Cheetahmen. You can interpret all that however you want. To be fair, I'm willing to bet you guys could have already guessed that, because I'm a known Sonic fan. There is actually a slight sound difference between you hitting an enemy and you getting hit. Like, you getting hit is a little bit lower in pitch. It's a detail. What can I say? Alright, nice and careful. New Sonic trailer. I mentioned this on Twitter. It looks better than the previous trailer. I will admit, a morbid part of me misses Gangsta's Paradise. It was unfitting, but it was hilariously unfitting. And also, frankly, that trailer is the only reason I've actually ever heard the original version of Gangsta's Paradise and have looked it up because of that. Prior to that, I'd only ever heard Amish Paradise. Oh god, I'm dying. And I'm dead. Shit, I'm running through my lives on an easy stage. That's not good. But either way, Sonic's design is obviously a big improvement. I do also side with the people saying we need the old Sonic cut just for the disgusting curiosity. The jokes were slightly better in this trailer, but I stress slightly. They were still bad jokes. And frankly, it might be a little bit like kinder to fans than like Smurfs or Alvin and the Chipmunks. But oh god, I'm running through my hit points. Because there are actual like little references to the games in the trailer. Like very Sonic Adventure style, where like the table that Sonic's playing ping pong on is a road sign for Hilltop Road. Like, alright, that's fine. But I still don't think the jokes look that good. I still think Jim Carrey is not a good choice because he's not playing Dr. Eggman, he's just playing Jim Carrey. So I still don't think it's going to be a good movie. That it has not changed the fact that I'm going to see it day one. But I don't have to pay for it at the very least. I've got a, from last Christmas, I have last Christmas, one of my stocking stuffers was a couple of like prepaid movie tickets. And at this point I got 4 of them. I've gone through 3. Two for Into the Spider-Verse, because one for me, one for my dad. One for Spider-Man Far From Home. And now I'm saving the last one for Sonic. So I'll see it day one and I won't have to pay a dime. And you can also expect I'll have a video on it that day. Because I'm a college student, so I can just go to the movie like early Friday and have a video up by the afternoon. This is what adults do with their lives. What I want to know is, are we still getting that Mega Man movie? It was like apparently in development at Fox, and then Disney bought Fox and canceled like every movie they were making. I 100% agree with the sentiment that Disney bought Fox purely to cancel the Mega Man movie. Make sure it never saw the light of day. Apparently at some point there were talks that it was going to be like an R-rated movie, in which case, you know, we're finally getting a live-action adaptation of the Brazilian comics. And if you don't know what the Brazilian Mega Man comics are, oh boy, do you have some reading to do. Because they are something else, so let me tell you. I won't say any more. And I see news on it every once in a while. Apparently, we're still getting the Uncharted movie. Which, you know, I like Uncharted. It's apparently going to have Tom Holland as a young Nathan Drake. Considering how often his name pops up in news, I think the movie's going to be entirely about young Nathan Drake. So who's the actor they said? I'm trying to remember, because there was news somewhat recently they had an actor in mind for Sully. I thought it was a good choice, but I don't remember who it is. Either way, like I said, I like Uncharted, so I'd be up for an Uncharted movie. Whatever happened to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Is that still happening? I have no idea what the status on that is. I don't keep up with Five Nights at Freddy's news anymore, but I feel like if news about a movie was dropping, I'd hear about it. Nice and careful. We should be just about at the 8-man. Okay, someone managed to kill both of them. Nice. You have 5 hit points, that's good. Oh, there we go, I got him. Alright, unfortunately we only have 1 life left. That's gonna make these stages a real problem. Ares tends to be my favorite Cheetahmen because, I don't know, he's like the right balance of small size, he's got range on his attacks. He's just as broken as Hercules, aside from the fact that he can't do, like, the infinite jump. Oh, never mind, yes he can. But once again, I'm not good enough to abuse it, so you will not be seeing any of those pro strats. Yeah, I think you could make a decent horror movie out of Five Nights at Freddy's. Frankly, the reason I was excited about it was because Five Nights at Freddy's is just the right kind of concept where if they made a good movie, then it'd be a good horror movie. If they made a bad movie, it'd be hilarious. So either way, I'd have a great time. It's an all-win scenario. And because we were talking about looking at, you know, Cheetahmen porn of all things, I can't say I have not looked at Five Nights at Freddy's porn in my life. I'm sorry. Foxy he's a handsome man. What can I say? I can guarantee you that's not something you were expecting to hear out of me tonight. Oh, man. Apparently, objects don't pass through Ares as well as they do Hercules. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Made to the final stage. Let's see if we can just fucking nail it this time, or if I'm gonna be completely screwed. I'm willing to bet the latter. I know me. There we go. Move nice and carefully and hope that those birds just kind of miss me. Miss me with that. We're doing good so far. You gotta love this good touch and go kind of gameplay. Looks real fun, doesn't it? Oh, damn it. I can't react fast enough. And then those guys would just miss. Ah, come on. Ugh. I have not seen The Mandalorian because I don't have Disney Plus. Damn it, and there we go. Alright, back to the beginning of the game, everyone. This is basically what I was expecting would happen. I just kind of figured I'd be dying more in the middle stages, and not either stage 2 or stage 6. Out of 6, by the way. Once I reach this point, I forget how to play the game. I think I've heard pretty good things about The Mandalorian, but since I don't see myself getting Disney Plus anytime soon, I don't know. I don't know, maybe my sister will get it. Which I have to hope will be the case, because there's a chance that DuckTales Season 3 will be exclusive to it. And it better not be, because I want to watch it. I love DuckTales. Other than that, you know, it's a service I can see myself getting, you know, when I have income. You know, I like Disney movies. It'd be nice to just have access to all of that. Listen, if I want to, at age 30, if I want to watch one night I just feel like watching The Emperor's New Groove, I should be able to do that. Because it's a fantastic Disney movie. I don't know who Dave Fallon is. Oh man, wasn't paying attention for a second there. Ooh, that could have gone bad. I want to hold on to my lives. Damn it. Okay, I'm really kind of messing myself up here. God damn it. See, Disney Plus does have a lot of good stuff. The problem with, like, convincing me to pay for a streaming service is the simple fact that I don't really watch much beyond anime. And most anime I can already stream for free through Crunchyroll. Through George Lucas made which Clone Wars show? The, like, CG one or the traditional animated one? Like Gendy Tartakovsky? I guess probably the new one, because the old one was Gendy Tartakovsky. I actually watched that one again last year. The old one was good. I saw the first season of the new Clone Wars. It's over 10 years old now at this point. But I saw the first season of it when it first aired, and I never went beyond that. I've heard good things about it, but I think it got taken off Netflix, so I don't really have a way to watch it anymore. Ooh. I also heard Rebels was good, but I didn't see that. Okay, good. Made it through the stage. I did also see the CG Clone Wars movie in theaters. Because, you know, I was 12 at the time. Oh god. Just gotta carefully scroll them all off screen. Oh, what the hell? Apparently I can shoot like backwards. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Oh god. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, no, I did not care much for the Clone Wars movie. But hey, we're like a month away from Rise of Skywalker, so that's cool. I'm willing to see it. I'm not expecting to love it, frankly, but... Oh yeah, Clone Wars final season. Yeah, I heard about that. Snake's gonna be around. Damn it. I got underneath the block. Careful. Yep. And now I got between two things. Tornado. Gotta jump over him. Anyway, there's a lot to look forward to in December, you know, besides Rise of Skywalker, which should at least be good. You know, I liked the prequels, episode 7 more than 8, but I like the fact that I called them the prequels. I'm so used to it. To be fair, I do also generally like the prequels. Yeah, Rebels was a Disney Channel show, and, oh, censorship-wise. Alright, you say it was limited by Disney Channel, I just figured by scheduling. I'm all too familiar with that. As a Gravity Falls and DuckTales fan. Though to be fair, that's not so much Disney's problem. Fucking everyone does that now, and I hate it. Nice and slow. I have 1 hit point to spare, so... if we're lucky, we'll use it at a good time. And then I think there's another one of you. Yep. Oh god. Snake. Careful. Hang back. Doing a lot of careful maneuvering here. Aye, come on. I want to get rid of you. Alright, good. By the way, I was talking about something earlier, like the stuff to look forward to in December. We got Rise of Skywalker coming. Got my birthday and Christmas. 2 important holidays of the year. And, you know, most importantly, if everything goes right, which at this point it better, we should have the trailer. We should finally get a damn trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong. First enemy of the stage, and I already take damage. It's a good sign. You know, I want my damn Godzilla. Because King of the Monsters was really good. I was a little more lukewarm on it the first time I saw it. And then I went to see it again at the cheap theater in town, and I was like, oh god, this movie's amazing. It is also on my wish list this year. Hope I get it, because I will never stop watching that damn movie. Okay, you also bounce back. And cause damage to me. God damn it. Yeah, and I guess the decade's gonna be over in a month. Certainly been a eventful decade for me, I guess. You know, I finished high school. I finished high school in the first half of the decade, and I'm still in goddamn college. Once again. Oh man, I'm just getting pounded on here. Nice and careful. Okay, man, these guys just come right at me and I don't have time to react. Oh, that was expert play there. That wasn't so much. God damn, I'm missing the timing on all of this. The first time I got a game over on a Hercules stage. Yeah. Careful. some point I don't really have strategy. It's just you keep playing and you figure this shit out. Just kind of gotta take the hit there. Okay. Oh. See, this would be a lot easier if I had the mental faculties to remember where every enemy is. That's not happening. Mostly because I'm not going to play this game for like 5 years after I finish this live stream. I will probably play it again though, because the fact that I can beat Cheetahmen 2 is a slight point of pride for me. Because, you know, you can't do it. Or, I suppose more accurately, you don't care to do it. Which is probably better for you than it is for me. You can just barely jump over those birds, so I don't know how I'm doing it so consistently. And you know, considering I've been hearing the last song for over an hour, I'm really not sick of it. Not so much because it really is just an amazing song, it's because I got the volume low. That helps. I need to be able to hear myself talk so I'm not yelling in your ear. And also to keep it quiet for the stream. Nice and cautious. Oh god. Tornado. That one ain't even moving. Oh. Okay, we're doing alright here. Damn it. That's alright. This section's like empty. Okay, the coin is worth 2,000 points. I'm glad I finally solved that mystery. It's really useful because I don't think points do a damn thing in this game. And I mean that 100% sincerely. I don't think they do anything. This game does not have a high score system. I don't think you get extra lives by getting enough points. Okay, alright, we got no damage the rest of this stage. Let's do it. There's off-screen one of them. That beetle. Okay, it's fine, I'm still alive. Yep. Okay, and there's Dr. Morbus. Good. I'm busy. There we go. Okay, we got the stage. Good. Careful. Alright, we're doing alright so far. Alright. We got through that first barrage. I understand that my commentary is getting a little less interesting. I'm sorry about that. There really is just only so many times you can see the same normal shit. I completely forgot to mention why this stream is such a horrible idea, besides the fact that this game is bad. It's the fact that literally last week I was saying, like, yeah, I hate repeating the final boss of Rodeo the Sky Soldier, because it's like a 10-minute thing. And compared to Klonoa, wasn't paying attention there, where I was only repeating, like, at most a minute every time I died, which was admittedly much more often. Now I'm literally repeating like an entire game every time I get a game over. So it's just worse. I can just somehow put up with it now. I know something's coming. You actually have to time your punches a little bit. Because there is a slight gap between your punches if you just mash the button. If there's a bird coming, I gotta be ready for it. I don't seem to be getting things passing through me as often as I used to. Oh god. Okay. Gotta keep playing it a bit cautiously. We're close to the end of the stage. All I have to do is just survive a little bit longer. Okay, good. Phew. Barely made that one. How many lives did I have? Am I still at 4 lives? Alright. Anything else of particular interest this week? Not sure. Either in my life or just in the world in general. In the world of stuff I'm interested in, at least. I mean, I guess we got the trailer for Mega Man and Dragalia Lost, which would be more interesting if I played Dragalia Lost, but I don't care. Frankly, I don't think Nintendo makes very good mobile games, so I don't really care about them. Aside from characters showing up in Fire Emblem Heroes. I don't play it, but I like seeing characters show up. Especially because my entire family is in the game now. You know, Robin and Noe were there at the beginning. They added Morgan a while later, and now they have Na. And that's nice. So now I just keep an eye on it in the hopes that Noe gets more alternate costumes. That will make people upset because she never puts on any more clothes. Okay. Careful. Oh, I guess Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. I mean, it's a thing. I don't know. The problem is I'm never going to be able to hear an objective opinion about the game because so many people have such strong opinions on it. But also I don't really care because I've played Pokemon X and I played Moon, and then I came to the realization that I don't really care about playing Pokemon games. So I'm not really, even if I had a Switch, I'm not really interested in Sword and Shield. Alright, good. Need a drink. Honestly, to me, the most important thing about Pokemon Sword and Shield that I've seen, at least since its release, is one of the generic trainers, the Poke Kid. I don't know their actual name, but it's this little kid dressed up in like an Eevee onesie, and it's adorable, and I love it. Alright, Apollo, I came here with 4 lives, I think. Let's do it. This could be the one. Assuming I am not mistaken about how many lives I have, in which case I must look like a real idiot. And I understand it's not much different than usual, considering I literally confessed earlier in this stream that I've looked up Cheetahmen porn, and I've specifically looked up Five Nights at Freddy's porn. Since we were talking about Godzilla, should I also confess to Godzilla porn? Because I've done that too. Godzilla's a handsome boy and Mothra's a perfect woman. What can I say? I will stand by that last one, by the way. Mothra is amazing. I've got like a basic not theory, like a creed, I guess, going that there are only 3 perfect women in the world. And they are Fluttershy from My Little Pony. Okay, well, I was correct on the number of lives, at least. Nia from Gurren Lagann, and Mothra. The only 3 perfect women in existence are right there. And especially on the case of Mothra, I dare you to argue. Name one problem Mothra has. Name one flaw. You can't. When have you not looked up? Oh, we're talking about Avatar. I haven't looked up Avatar porn. That's definitely a creed. Very much a rule I follow. I do not look up porn of things I liked as a kid. It just feels weird and wrong. I make up for it by having absolutely no standards for anything I have watched since I was a teenager. Fly as a lamp. I don't know. I think Mothra has self-control. Besides, Godzilla can glow. Godzilla is her lamp. Cautious. Got 3 hits, come on. We're close to the end of the stage, I'm pretty sure. Oh man. You can't tell when you're close to the end of the stage because they all end so abruptly. Like right there, there was an enemy on screen and the stage is over. Alright, we got 3 lives. This time we might stand a chance. I only want one enemy I have to deal with at a time. Oh god, those birds just come right in. I'm paying a bit of a better attention to timing, at least. Problem is the bird, you can't wait. If you see the bird, you just gotta go for it. As I cannot do, apparently. Oh god, when they throw 2 enemies at you, you're just screwed. Because you can't really hit them both at the same time, and one's just gonna sneak through your defenses. Careful. Oh, I got one, finally. Oh, and then I immediately missed the second thing. Okay. Oh, man. 1 hit left, come on. And of course, immediately they throw 2 enemies at me at once and I'm screwed. Oh, oopsie, my bad. Damn it. God damn it. We're losing everything here. Careful. As long as I'm careful about the timing, this could work. Because there's nothing's appearing on the top half of the screen. On the plus side, I've got the timing on how to do it correctly. Oh, this is so much faster. Look at us. Oh god. Oh. Careful. Now Now this is pod racing. There he is. There's our final boss. Okay. Alright, we got one life left. And if you're wondering who the final boss is, I think it's Dr. Morbus's assistant. I don't really know who he is. But I think you have to stand on the left side of the screen because he never goes all the way to the left. If I'm remembering correctly, that's the strategy. It's harder to remember because not many people have played these stages. Here we go. This is the real strat. It's all about timing and self-control. Unstoppable speed and timing. Oh, damn it. Together we can show the world what we can do. Except it's not together because it's just one guy, although there's 3 Cheetahmen and they're a unit, so I guess it's together we can show the world what we can do. There we go. I don't think he ever comes all the way over to the left. So you just have to position yourself correctly and hit him every time he comes on by. Also, he has a robot arm. Oh yeah, you have no idea. Again, you're talking about how glitchy this game is. We're literally playing stages that if this game wasn't patched, you can't get to. The final 2 stages are inaccessible on an unpatched ROM. Careful. Come on. There we go. That should do it. I think he's close enough now, maybe. Yeah, alright. A little closer. There we go. Now I can hit him. Perfect. I just have to time myself a little better. I don't even know this guy's name. Like, I could tell you the first boss was Dr. Morbus. I could tell you the second one was the 8-man. I don't even know if this guy has a name. Come on. Doesn't matter how many hits it takes, he can't hit me. I'm a patient man. I can do this all day. And there we go. I did not skip anything there. That's where the game ends. Yep, there's the guy on the left. And that is literally everything Cheetahmen 2 has to offer in an hour and 20 minutes. Perfect. Which means we can now switch gears. Because we ain't gonna be beating anything in here, so we're just gonna do this to kill another hour. Lights, camera. Action 52.
Make your selection now.
Alright, so now, anyone who's paying attention, do any of you have any opinions on which game we should play? We got 52 choices. Is it select? Select switch screens, alright. Where is... There we go. Let's play some Alfred and the Fennec. Ah. This one's good. I don't know if there's like certain emulators that let you do this, so if I have to mess with dip switch settings. Sharks, alright. I gotta reset. Is there... Okay, reset. Okay, I can play Sharks, why not?
Make your selection now.
Okay, where were Sharks? There we go, this is Sharks. It's basically a poor man's version of Jaws on the NES. I've already showed you the entire game. And when I have to say this is a poor man's version of an LJN game, that's really sad. The Genesis version of this game is slightly better because there's blood. Yes, there is a Genesis version of Action 52. It's a little different, but it's still mostly the same. It's also not good. And I can't turn that on because not only would it require switching emulators, which probably isn't too hard, but actually no, it is because Kaga fucking hates my controller and I don't know why. But I also don't have the ROM of it downloaded, and it's a lot harder to go find ROMs nowadays. I was trying to find a ROM of Klonoa Beach Volleyball because that game was never released here in the US, and I cannot find a PAL version of the game anywhere online. I understand I'm not very good at searching for that. I'd probably have to search like Pirate Bay, but at some point I gotta play it because I gotta play every Klonoa game, and if it was never released here in the US, then emulators are the way to go. To my credit, I've bought plenty. Oh, okay, there's different stages, I guess. I didn't know that. You can go through the bottom of the screen, by the way. You can go through that. Oh, there's a white shark. It's worth 50 points as compared to the gray sharks that are only worth 20. And I guess I have to get 300 points to go to the next stage. Oh. They only take one hit to kill, though. But, you know, actually, now that I think about it, if this game has levels, then it has an ending. We can beat sharks. Let's do it. Let's beat sharks. We can beat two games in this stream tonight. Let's do it. At least 2. I don't know. If you pick other weird-ass Action 52 games that are apparently really short, I can do it. Okay, it's more than 30 points 300 points this time. We should be fine, because it's not going to get harder than this. So if I get a game over, I'm quitting, because I don't care. I don't have the desire to finish this game like I did Cheetahmen. How many points do I need to finish this stage? Isn't this game exciting? Okay, 9... Oh god, there's jellyfish now. Oh god, and they move. Okay. They're gonna be my real problem now. I'm actually gonna have to, like, move around a little bit and hope they don't collide with me and hope that I can somehow hit them. I'm gonna fire around blankly and hope for the best. It does not seem to be working so far. I finally got one of them. Why do they explode like that? They're worth 800 points each. Yeah, pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. They should play this game at Evo. Like how AGDQ has their awful games done quick segment. Evo should like have just awful game tournament, awful fighting games. Like, you know, they've got their Guilty Gears, they've got their Dragon Ball Fighters, they've got their Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. I don't know if they have Mortal Kombat at Evo. But they should just have like a section set up for like Castlevania Judgment, Star Wars Masters of Terraskazi, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. They should do it. They 100% should. I want to know who the best Balls 3D player is. Telling you, man, they played at Evo. I will absolutely rock JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle. It's a game I've put too much time into. Just too much. As I mention anytime I can. United States. Oh, man. They are real homing. We got one life left, guys. Okay then, and that's it for sharks. Now I chose Alfred and the Fennec, you chose sharks. Next, I make the next choice. Meanwhile, you check out the games and make a decision which one we're gonna play next. We'll play some Billy Bob. What the hell? I selected one player, didn't I? Why the hell did it give me like the 2-player score? Hang on. Why did I'm selecting one player. Yeah, so this is Billy Bob. It's like a really poor man's Prince of Persia. But I can't even remember one of my favorite game franchises while I'm playing this shit. Oh man, there's very much a method to this. I know, because one afternoon I spent like 3 hours playing this game straight because I'm like, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna beat Billy Bob. That was a mistake. And by the way, all the stuff that appears on the top of the screen that falls on you, that is 100% random. I managed to make it to I spent 3 hours playing this game and I made it to like level 3. That is 100% the best I can do with this game. Ooh. Oh, there's a trick to jumping over it. I used to know it, and I don't remember it anymore. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Clip through it. That's fine. Oh, okay. So this game actually has, like, slight animation. Thanks. It's real exciting, isn't it? Okay, we're done here. Let's see. Haunted Hills. It's good character design. See how well I can do with this, because a couple weeks back I also spent an hour trying to beat this game. You don't need to ask why. This game is also the reason why, I'm sure this game alone is the reason why Action 52 was not approved by Nintendo. Both because this woman has huge tits and because she's throwing crosses. Can't have that religious imagery in our game for kids. Oh. Oh wow, there's like slight music. It's not good music, but it's there. Yeah, this is most of the game, by the way. And I can tell you that for a fact, because after I failed to beat it, I looked up a walkthrough. And it is, man, not a good game. Also, yeah, every stage goes on for like 10 minutes and there's no checkpoints. At one point, there was like a fan project to remake every game in Action 52. As far as I'm aware, it has not been, like, there's been no news on it in about 10 years. So, you know, I'm sure it's coming along great. I'm sure they're just working real quietly, and the full thing will be unveiled any day now. This is the best way to play. You got your hands underneath the desk. All I'm saying, for all you know, my pants are unzipped and I'm jerking off at this game. You don't know. Also, I have looked. There is porn in this game and out there in existence. Like 2 pictures. Ooh, spooky skull. Also, there's just crosses on the ground. And the Pac-Man ghosts. The Cybertruck. It's certainly an interesting look. I don't know anything about how it functions, which is, you know, really the more important thing to me. I love, like, the way it was unveiled. So many people were comparing it to the Homer from that episode of The Simpsons, where Homer designs a car. This thing cost $82,000! Oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay, we're done here. Let's do some Cheetahmen. The action game master was at home playing his video game when suddenly an arm reached out of the TV and pulled him inside. When he looked up, he saw 3 gigantic yellow bodies. It was the Cheetahmen. He began to explain. The Cheetahmen told of the enemies here in the game world, "Don't worry, we will fight for you." The Cheetahmen ran off. And now, the Cheetahmen. During this game, you will have 3 Cheetahmen, a different one in every second level, to fight for you. I just want to point out that during the intro, they've spelled Cheetahmen a couple different ways, and now they're telling me the game is called Action Game Master. Use Ares wooden clubs and martial arts skills to defeat the enemies on the first 2 levels. And look, you can. This is like a 3D level, except it's not actually 3D because I can't jump. So it's still technically 2D, it's just 2D on a different plane. And this isn't patched, so there's no health bar. The guy, yeah, who the hell knows what happens to the action game master? He's never referred to again. Honestly, the most interesting thing about it is Active Enterprises had such big plans that they were so sure it was going to pan out that they were planning a handheld game system called the Action Game Master. And it was a handheld system. It would be able to play Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis games, and its own line of CD games on a handheld system in 1993. Oh boy. Yeah, and exactly. That's what the story of Cheetahmen 2 is. You know, it's just Dr. Morbus hates the fact that his Cheetahmen are a failed experiment that have rebelled against him, so he makes something stronger to fight them. It's weird to compare the stories of the 2 Cheetahmen games, but when you do, the second one has a better story. I'm telling you guys, Cheetahmen 2 is a better game. There you go, level 2. And now we're back to this. It's not just the Action Game Master. Oh, and we're suddenly in the final level of... Except now there's enemies in the air, so this isn't... So my old strategy is not a good idea. This time we're actually going to have to play it the way you're supposed to. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly the same level design. The enemies are different, though. But either way, yeah, it wasn't just the Action Game Master that was part of Active Enterprises' hopes. You know, most people know, like, there were plans for a Cheetahmen TV show, the instruction manual for Action 52 said like Cheetahmen action figures coming soon to a store near you. But I don't know what the source was, but there was a press release I found online once that was from the early 90s talking about like all their plans. And one of them was Cheetahmen animatronics to be licensed out to like, I don't know, like Chuck E. Cheese style locations. Which means that we could have had 5 Nights at Cheetahmen. And it would have been more terrifying than the real thing. See, I don't even know. I don't even know how close I am to dying at this point. You like, actually have to count, except I can barely hear the game, so I don't know when I safely hit an enemy. At least they don't throw that many enemies at you in this. They throw less enemies at you in the first game than they did the second. Or that could just be because this is level 2 and not level 6. Oh shit. What the hell is this thing? Oh damn it. You got me. On the plus side, he has a very Toadman style strategy, so that's good. Oh, that ceiling, by the way. It's like we crossed back. It's like we weren't supposed to be here, and we just crossed back into the stage. Frankly, it's fun reading about, like, active enterprises and their plans for Action 52 and the Cheetahmen. There used to be a website that documented all of it, but it doesn't exist anymore. It is backed up, thankfully, on the Wayback Machine, though I don't know the URL. I don't know if it's still linked on the, If you want to look for it, check, like, the Action 52 Cheetahmen 2 Wikipedia pages. They used to link to the original site. They might have changed it over to a Wayback Machine link by this point. Definitely took a hit there. I don't know if that was my first one or not. So I can actually walk around for a little bit before I get assaulted with enemies. God, the hitbox is so weird. So I didn't really realize this before, but I guess Ares uses clubs. I always thought he used nunchucks. I always thought he was swinging nunchucks, but I guess they're just like nightsticks. Damn it. I can get him. I know I can get this guy. Nice and cautious. I at least want to make it to like level 3, because that's where this game gets really bullshit. You know, I'll give this game credit. It's also less worrying if 2 enemies come at me at the same time. I tend to be able to hit them both without just getting destroyed. Like Ninja, I don't know. Considering the amount of work that went into Action 52 as a whole, I don't think there's any real reason why the Cheetahmen are the way they are. The game came with a comic that details a little bit of their origins. I've never read it. It's like 30 pages long, so honestly I could do that after the stream's over. But I'm sure it doesn't really explain anything. Also, just for one last piece of curio, look up the commercial for Action 52. It was lost for a good long time, but it's easily available on YouTube now. It legitimately looks like it had the most effort put into it than anything else. Because, you know, animated all right. It's not a great commercial, but... Oh, there we are. Hercules, the largest of the three, uses his raw strength as his only weapon. Jump if you can, but you must fight others. I can jump. It's not too much of a problem. And yeah, now we're in stage 6 again. Yeah, and then they start throwing this shit at you. It's like, okay, I can't really get past that, but that's fine. Unless I do that, and then deal with the shit pickle over there. Which also shoot bullets at you. Isn't it nice that they introduce enemies shooting bullets at you in the stage where you're playing as the biggest fucking thing? And you die, like, that quickly. How the hell am I not hitting this thing? Ugh. What was this thing? Okay, well, it killed me. There we go. So that's why I don't like Cheetahmen 1 so much. Let's see. I need another drink. And more sugar. Oh, damn it. How about Megalovania? How does that sound? Get that music going. This is it, guys. This is the official Sans Undertale game. There's nothing on the same row as me. Oh wow, there's something. I am just mashing the B button. Actually, it's the A button. It's just mapped to be on my controller. Oh, no. It's a thing I actually have to move out of the way of. Where do I shoot it? I think I was hitting it there. I like the fact that you can see the thrusters for this thing appear on the left side of the screen when it's all the way over on the right. God, I cannot tell where you're supposed to hit this thing. Okay, it was there, I guess. Oh god. I seem to be moving a little bit faster now. I actually have to maneuver a little bit. Maybe not anymore, though. Oh boy, it's the exact same boss again. Oh man, move. Yeah, I can really shoot him when he's behind me. Oh boy, look at how fast this ship moves. It's like I'm playing a regular Gradius here. Oh god, the hit detection on my ship is... I'm a big target. A lot bigger than you would think. Yeah, like that should not have hit me, but alright. What else can we play? Oh, let's try and get the, let's try and beat Ooze. Because if we can do that, we're entered to win $52,000. Let's do it. Gotta watch out for the shit pickles. And also be sure that when you're jumping, you only tap, because if you hold the button down, you get locked in place. Okay, thanks. He shot a bullet at me. That was a bad idea, but alright, it worked out okay. I like these enemies up here, like they can even hit me. Oh god, what the hell is that thing? Whatever it is, it doesn't appear I can shoot it. Nice and careful. Oh, this thing again. Okay, there we go. I can jump over it at least. Oh, damn it. Alright. I think we got close to that $52,000, wouldn't you say? Which one was it? I have one in mind. Let's do time warp tickers. This is a good one. You play as like 2 fingers, and they're walking around, and whenever something dies, it says time. That's this game. You also can't jump. Oh, never mind. Yes, you can. Great environments. It's certainly a game, all right. Oh. I should save this game for last, because then I could say, hey, all right, it's time for me to stop the stream. But I can go a little bit longer. I'm not gonna play another hour of Action 52, I'm sorry to say. That doesn't look like it should have hit me. Let's see. What am I thinking? Streamers. Yes, it does. I agree. So this game is basically like Bionic Commando, where you can't jump, and the only thing you can rely on is your arm thingy. Can't pick up the money because you get a green face. You also have no form of attack, so I assume I'm taking damage. But you know, I guess I don't really have a way of knowing for certain. Very sad. I assume at some point I'm gonna die, but alright, there it is. There's my death. Ah, it's beautiful. Oh, okay. I'm clearly not paying anywhere near as much attention now. Real exciting stuff, as you can see. Oh. Okay. I can't walk past the one, but I don't have a way to actually like get around it, so that's when we stop playing. Ah, this is another good one, Jigsaw. It's actually a very fitting name, because this game makes me feel like a saw trap. Not me feel it, but it feels like it is a saw trap. Where the only way to get the key to save your friend is either beat Action 52 or like saw off your own leg. And at some point the latter becomes preferable. Sometimes there really is just that nice blank screen. Alright, one more game. And yes, by the way, the title screen of this game is very much, the music on the title screen of this game is very much ripped off of It Takes Two. Oh, it even remembered what game I was on. Ain't that nice? Let's do... We gotta pick... It's the last one. We gotta pick something good. You have 2 legs. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Listen, crutches exist for a reason. Let's do... I think Fuzz Power is a good place to stop. If I can do this, that's my attack. He's like Sonic, he spins. And he's just covered in hair. See, not only does this game have a health bar up in the corner, but it actually has a natural health bar. Okay, never mind, it doesn't have a health bar in the corner. I got hit, so now I'm naked. And which means, it's a good thing I marked that this stream was not appropriate for kids, let me tell you. Oh boy, this game is something else. In the immortal words of James Rolfe, whoever came up with this is an asshole. And I'm already naked again. And there I went. God damn, you can get stripped down. It's like Senran Kagura, you get stripped down in a second. I'm telling you right now, guys, Fuzz Power was the original Senran Kagura. Yo, I'm not entirely wrong. I'm just saying, like, you start off completely covered, but the more you take damage, the more you get stripped down. Like, that's Senran Kagura. I want Fuzz Power Man to be a DLC character in the next Senran Kagura game. I'm telling you. Like, get rid of Neptune, and put in Fuzz Power Man. Listen, I'm sure no one's reached out to, like, the former Active Enterprises guys and honestly asked to license, like, their characters. They probably wouldn't ask much money. All I'm saying. Alright. Let's do Storm Over the Desert. Look at that slow-ass tank and that giant Saddam Hussein. That was a headshot right there. And of course, the best thing about this game, you're just invincible. I would assume that the rights holder would be, I forget his name, but the guy who started Active Enterprises. He probably owns the rights. Okay, there are actually multiple levels in this game. See, I'm going to win this level by not shooting anybody and just running into everyone. Assuming any of them spawn close enough for me to run into them. Why do all these other tanks move so much faster than me? Where do they come from? Fuzz Power Man could have the have the distinction of being the second playable male character in the Senran Kagura franchise. Not the first, though. Ikaruga's brother, whatever his name is, was playable in Senran Kagura 2, which is a game I really got to play at some point. The problem is the fact that it has a physical release here in the US, so I want it, but it's kind of expensive. Especially if I want to get the Double D edition, which includes like includes like an art book, soundtrack. Okay, you can eventually die if they run into you. That's good to know. I think that's going to be about it for the night. I'm actually surprised that there's people that would stick out with me for this. If we beat Cheetahmen 2, I think that's worthy of some sort of celebration or something. So anyway, there's not going to be a stream next week because it's Thanksgiving and I'm going to be home. After that, we'll be coming back. We got 2 more weeks of streaming. I don't know what the hell I'm going to stream. When I'm home, I'll see if I can figure something out because I at least have access to my game library there and I can pick something new. But we'll do that in 2 weeks. And that stream's going to be the day after my birthday, so I'm going to have to pick something real good. Anyway, I hope to see you all then. Thank you so much for sticking through with me on Action 52.